Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Make it dirty.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English. This is Daily Flash. Today's Trends Tomorrow's Talking. We're happy to have you here on this Friday. How you doing there, Jackson?
Good. I like this. The hoodie with the jacket.
I thought I'd try it out. We're actually getting a little cooler here. And
drop below 70 for a couple hours.
And we usually keep it nice and cold here in the studio.
So nice.
And the man that heats it up is the one and only Sweet Baby James, who's in the Daily Flash back room, who's always taking all of your social media comments.
Yeah, I'm heating it up so much, I'm sweating back here.
Yeah, you are.
So guess what? I got an awesome question of the day for you. You ready?
Yep.
What celebrity do you think would make the best talk show host and why?
Will Arnett.
Yeah, right? Jinx.
Yes.
Will Arnett?
Arnett.
Now you guys said it together.
Yes,
Yes.
because we talk
Jinx.
about this all the time.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great question. And how do
Really
folks,
good.
what do they just comment on that? Anything they need, right? It's up and
Yep,
running?
it's up and running right now. Go to the post and leave a comment, and we'll talk about it on the show.
Sounds good. Thank you there, Sweet Baby. And the guy that, of course, going to let us know where all you can go. Hey, buddy, it's Matt Doolittle.
You can all do that at our website at dailyflashshow.com. Send us your response to that at flash@dailyflashshow.com. There you can also check out all of our socials or YouTube page. Like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, and send us your response to that.
Right.
Who you think would be a good celebrity interviewer?
I would love that.
Yeah.
If you listen to Smartless, you'll get totally what we're talking about with Will Arnett. And I think at one time he discussed, he said, I think he was in, and he had filled in for somebody and he was in talks or
Yes.
everybody. I think the guy is brilliant, funny as heck.
They had Vince Vaughn on the show as a guest 1 week, and they talked to Vince about coming back on and doing why wouldn't he want to further his career as like a late night talk show host? He's like, I don't want the schedule. I don't want to have to be somewhere 5 days
That's
a
a
week.
very good point. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're a Hollywood actor,
Yeah.
you can pretty much set your schedule for the most part when you're not shooting. Yeah, that
exactly.
makes sense.
Okay, so actor Keanu Reeves making headlines. He's got a new movie out called Good Fortune.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
He
something.
was on the podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce talking about his new movie. When they asked, they have this list of questions that they ask him, and they're fun questions. And he's like, well, you can answer them if you want. You don't have to. So when the guys asked him about his Hollywood moment, he said, well, I'll tell you what happened. And take a listen. Here we go.
20 years old, I drove in my car to Los Angeles, got out of my car, and my manager said, we want to change your name. And so that's like a welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, so the 61-year-old actor described trying to come up with a stage name. He said he decided on Chuck Spadina at first.
Oh, geez,
Chuck, for Charles, is his middle name. Spadina, the street he grew up on.
Okay.
Then he's like, maybe Templeton Spadina would work, or Templeton Reeves. So he ditched that idea and he went with Casey Reeves.
Casey Reeves,
for
okay.
a while. But he said he just couldn't do it. He'd go to auditions and they'd call out Casey Reeves and he didn't respond. He's like, it's just not my name.
Yeah.
It's just not, it just didn't work. So he decided, I'm going back to Keanu. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's okay.
Which, and I remember when he was kind of like new on the scene, it was like, how do you say this name? How do you say? And now
Keanu?
there's only one Keanu.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat? And as a matter of
Right.
fact, Key and Peele
Yeah.
had done a movie called Find Keanu, and they named the cat. It was a little kitten
Yeah,
that was
oh,
lost,
yes.
and it was called Keanu.
That's
but,
right.
but it's a name. There's only one. It's like a
Yes.
Madonna. I mean, he could probably be a one-name actor.
Yeah, he's 61.
Is he? Yeah, I guess he would
And
be. Wow.
And that Good Fortune movie is really good.
It looks good.
We saw it last weekend. It's really good. It's well laid out. I love that Aziz
Yeah.
Ansari's having his kind of comeback after he got Me Too canceled when it really wasn't a situation. He was
Yeah.
on a date and he got it, but this brings it back. Seth Rogen's great in it. It's a good premise, good message in it, and Keanu he goes through this line of being an angel all the way to a busser and everything. It was
Okay.
pretty fun.
I think, and he gets, especially at the first part of his career, he had one of these where everybody made fun of him or whatever. But I honestly think if there is one actor in Hollywood that is a good human being,
Yes.
Which is not a
Very-
lot,
very
is
few
Keanu.
and far
And-
between.
And we hear, and the thing is, you hear about stories, and it's not from his people, whatever. He's on set and he buys everybody cars. He bought all his stuntmen for
Yeah.
Matrix, I think, motorcycles. And the best thing, and Matt and I discussed this, is that when that Me Too movement thing was going through, even before that, when he takes pictures with women, in fans or whatever, he always makes sure his other hand is seen. Oh. So, and I'll just like if I was going to take a picture with Jackson and I'm Keanu.
Okay.
Whoa. He would do this. See, he'd make sure that you saw his hand. So because it makes complete sense.
It does make sense. Yes.
And he's also married to this great woman, and they've had
Alexandria.
I think she's a little older than him too.
Yeah, I think she's about 10 years older, maybe.
So I think that to me says everything about the guy, and he would probably be, if you had a list of celebrities you'd want to meet, he would be one of them that you would remember, and I think he would take the time.
He mentioned on the podcast that he got really hurt during on the set of Good Fortune, which is shocking considering all the stunts that he's done before.
Yeah.
A lot of the action. He said he was walking to his dressing room, and there was a rug, and they were in somebody's house that they were using for the set, and he tripped up on the corner of a rug, and he broke his patella vertically. He said, and the guys were like, "How did you get a vertical knee break?" And we're talking about Jason and Travis Kelce, who've probably seen the worst injuries on the field. But he said, so that really kind of did him in.
And you watch The Matrix about how much fight scenes, and they go through all that, and what does it to him?
Yeah.
And it's always the case.
A rug.
Well, something small like that.
You've seen the shooting training he did for John Wick?
No.
If you watch it, he's actually out on a gun range just going gun by gun down this whole thing, and they're like, no, he's like an expert marksman.
Yeah,
I love it.
he's amazing.
Is there an actor out there that you say, should get the good fortune, if you will, as Keanu did, who's well deserved of everything he got? I think he kind of switched over from quit being Bill and Ted when he was in Parenthood. I remember as like, okay, this guy's kind of a serious actor. I get it now.
Funny you mentioned Parenthood, because he said he took a little bit of that character in Parenthood and also a little bit of Bill and Ted and put it into the Good Fortune character.
You can see that.
Cool.
I can see that.
Yeah.
James?
Okay.
Yes, hey guys. So ladies, I got an update for you. Mitch said he was married, but in fact he is not. But he has a longtime girlfriend.
Longtime girlfriend.
So lady,
those memes that were out there were fake of them getting married.
Yes.
That was that was
he
AI
is not
stuff.
married.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Did we just break
So
news?
Mitch, you got a chance.
You got a chance, Mitch.
Who knows?
Say there's a chance.
That's interesting. Thanks for telling us that, James.
Yeah.
I did not realize. Well, he's a common law marriage.
But they've been together forever, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
And respectful, I think, again, with the hand thing, I always appreciate it. Anyway.
Wasn't he in a band too? Didn't he have the dogs, something dogs?
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Find out who that is, James.
James.
The it's something dog. I want to say Reservoir
Dog
Dogs.
Star.
Dog
Star?
Star.
Okay, very good. And he's a rocker, I get it. All right, who is the celebrity that, maybe you've met somebody, and tell us their story about like, hey, this is a great guy, because we hear all kinds of bad stuff that goes on, of course, with the celebrities. Coming up a little bit later on the show, we are going to be getting Wicked. Wicked 2 is out. Matt, you're talking to...
I'm talking to Christy Martin from Christy. She's the American boxer. They did a movie on her with Sydney Sweeney playing her. Really good film. We get into talking about kind of her past and everything. It was wild.
All right, very good. And then, of course, we got John Graham coming in.
What did I just eat?
Crazy, weird stuff, and he's going to be doing the Halloween stuff. Let's jump into some trending news stories around here. A driver survived a 300-foot fall off a cliff onto a dangerous stretch of highway, and somehow the dude just walked away while his pickup crushed. We got some video for you, or pictures at least. The driver, he was on Colorado's U.S. Highway 550. That's also known as a $1 million highway, when $1 million was a lot of money. He went over the edge. Dramatic pictures showed the mangled wreckage of the pickup truck lying on its roof after flipping over multiple times as it crashed down the steep cliffs. The team rappelled down the rocky mountainside to rescue the driver. He only suffered, a few minor injuries, which tells me,
shocking.
If this happened to me, I'm like, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing something, right?
So he needs to buy a lottery ticket.
That would be your best bet. 100%.
Thank his lucky stars.
And then you go back and you look at pictures like that, and you're like, how did you survive? How would you be able to do that?
That car looked like a crumpled tin can.
Didn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. So I've been on that roadway, and what's crazy is when you're driving along that roadway, there are stretches where when you look down to the right shoulder, there's nothing there. It just drops off all the way. Yeah, so if you're driving on the road and you happen to look at your phone, there's a good chance you're not coming back.
Wow.
It's that tight, yeah.
Why call it a million? You know why
Because it cost, I think, at the time, $1 million to dynamite through rock to build it.
And so it must be an old road, I
Yeah,
hope,
it's an old
because
road.
that would take a
Yeah.
bridge, if you will.
Yeah.
Hey, we love hearing from you. We still got lots of fun this hour right here on Daily Flash. Just head to our website, dailyflashshow.com.
Yeah, once you're there, you can hit the sound off button, watch previous episodes. You can search the bar, find if there's anything you want to look at, any previous segments that we've done before. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this. Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson!
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Oh, hold on, wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
Matty of Berkshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat! It's
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the music.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right.
DJ.
Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
It is time for our must-watch movies. An afternoon play date between two stay-at-home dads turns into high-stakes chaos. Kevin James and Alan Ritchson star in the Prime movie Playdate, streaming on Prime November 12th.
I know this whole new stepdad thing can't be easy, but I love that you're trying so hard to connect with him.
I really am. Just trying to throw a spiral. This is gonna suck. Name's Jeff. Brian. Outstanding. Okay. Oh, look, they're friends already.
CJ's cool. He invited me over his house. Can we go over, please?
All right, why not?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Up high. Oh! Oh, you want to dance? You guys go on ahead while I put him out real quick.
This is awesome, right?
Give me a hug.
No, no hug. The first day my son meets his new best friend, so did I. All right, guys, dig in. Dad's never taken you for pizza?
Jeff's not my dad. He just took me.
Let's go. Hey, stop! Who the hell are you? Who's that guy? Guy who wants to kill you. Who are they? They want to kill you too. Why? Because they think you know. Know what? Get in! Right. Buckle in, boys. And just let me do my thing.
This is the rhythm of the night.
Look, they're not after me. They're after CJ. No!
You see that? Sick, right?
You already know my name. What's that? Captain Face?
Are you guys in like a high-speed chase or something?
Second one today. Crazy, right? It's insane indeed. Wait, you want to go? You feeling frisky? I'm so sorry.
Now, is this meant to be or is this meant to be?
We're gonna make such a good team. Really? Quit screwing around. Perv. Oh no, what the hell's that? Kaboom. Do you even know whose mom is? Due to my deep-seated emotional issues, I've easily slept with thousands and thousands of women.
How many women have you slept with, Dad?
That's not your business. That's none of your business.
All right, moving right along. In today's entertainment news, we are eagerly awaiting this fall's top action movie, and this flick is so good.
Mitch,
Yeah?
you mean Wicked so good?
No. And who exactly are you? I don't understand.
All hail the great Elphaba!
Oh, interesting.
By shadows fall and moonsoft gaze, Let walking through be lost in haze. I speak, the silence weave the night. Your senses dim and yield to light. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. My new movie, Wicked for Good.
There's no going back. This is between us, the wizard and I.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiero and his squadron hot on her trail.
No good deed goes unpunished. That's my creed.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. No one believed in you more than I did.
Whew, I had so much fun with my new movie. Make sure you see Wicked for Good out in November 21st, or I'll cast a spell on you. You may wake and adore me now.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I wish I had that outfit like that. Where did you get that beautiful green skin? Hopefully, wow, it's so beautiful, Elphaba. I love this.
You can get it this Halloween. Find out now at dailyflashshow.com.
I can go there for sure, absolutely. And your dress, is that Versace? What is that? I love the purple. It goes with the green really well, and the hat.
All right.
You're so great at this. I love this outfit. Is there any way, can I be able to do this? I would love to. Okay. I am enjoying all this so much. This is beautiful. Give me some more tips. I love this idea. This is gorgeous.
This is Tim. Tim is all about time, and if you've ever had a chance to look into Tim's cold, dead eyes, you'll see that it's time for you to follow us on social media. Sure, there's 10,000 social sites out there, and we don't have the time to name them all. Seriously, just ask Tim. So take the time to look for Daily Flash TV on your favorite social sites, and start following us. That's all the time, Tim. Goodbye.
Hey now, welcome to Preview Review this week. I am Matt Doolittle, and this week's episode is a special one. I had the chance to speak with Christy Martin, the boxing legend whose incredible life story is now the inspiration behind the new film starring Sydney Sweeney. From triumph in the ring to challenges outside of it, her story is powerful, raw, and inspiring. Check out our chat.
You must be the lady I've been hearing so much about.
Yes, sir. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. King.
Now tell me about yourself. Jesse here says that you fight in all pink.
I'm from West Virginia.
What's that got to do with pink?
Nothing, sir. I'm just telling you about myself.
Yeah, pink was my idea.
My crazy life story. We have the domestic violence survivors that we're going to touch. Mm-hmm. We have drug addiction. We have people fighting with sexuality, whether it be the person that's trying to come out and be who they truly are, or it's the family that needs to accept who their person is.
Who their person is. Yeah, that's a big part of it, right?
A lot of stuff going on, and I think this movie can talk to a lot of different people.
So as far as the fighting scenes go and everything, how much were you involved in working with Sydney and making it authentic?
So it was really funny. You know, I got to hang out with Sydney in the boxing gym. Mm-hmm. So here's Sydney Sweeney. You know, everybody knows Sydney Sweeney. And she's in the boxing gym. She's hitting the bag. And I'm like, but Sydney, you need to twist a little more on that left hook. Let's get a little bit more power behind it.
There's a little like extra punch in it.
You get a little more punch, get a little more power. And yeah, so it was great. It was great hanging out with her and like letting her learn me and kind of me learning to trust her as well.
There's no Christy Martin without me.
I need help, Mama. He's angry at me all the time.
Oh, Christy. You sound crazy.
I always say to people that I'm the ultimate underdog. Like, nothing was easy for me. I'm the coal miner's daughter, small town, Southern West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I had to work really hard for everything. And that's what I want to show people. You know, set a goal, and then it's just work, dedication, discipline, determination, the 3 Ds to get to that goal. And every goal is achievable. It's attainable. All you have to do is set your mind to it. Don't take no. Stay true to you. And don't let anybody push you down or deter you from your goal. Stay true to you and go get that goal. I mean, everybody out there should be walking around with championship belts around their waist, whether it be in, you want to be the best pilot, you want to be the best doctor, you want to be the best mother, whatever it is. Strive to be the best.
It's my dream.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a treat for you.
Yeah, Sydney is really amazing in it. What a phenomenal story. I mean, just get ready for Oscar time for her. The makeup was really good too, because you really don't realize it's Sydney Sweeney, and they kind of hide some of the things that make Sydney Sweeney popular, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think we get it.
Yeah.
They took care of that part. It's a bit long though. It's about 2.5 hours, so get ready to. I didn't know it was going to be that long, so it really goes through into detail. Great story of escaping domestic abuse, especially her ex-husband was actually sentenced to 25 years for attempted second-degree manslaughter, which I don't think I'm, telling any stories that are outside of the trailer. You kind of see that.
Matt, is
played
this
by Ben Foster? He did great.
Is this a Rocky movie? I mean, at the end, are you going to feel good, or you realize that hey? This is a woman's trials and that sort of
Tribulations.
thing. Tribulations.
Yeah, it's not really a lot about the boxing.
Oh, okay.
They show her training a lot. They show the fight scenes are really good. You kind of tense up, when those fight scenes are really good. You kind of really get into it. But it's not a lot about her training or boxing. It's really about how she started and then the problems she had in this abusive relationship because he was her manager. He took care of the money.
Let's not tell too much of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ends up doing some nefarious things there, but it really tells her story of getting out of that and finding out who she really is, especially in the time in the 90s when it wasn't okay to be out. She's a public speaker now. She does the touring, but the movie's really well done, and definitely go check it out. It's in theaters right now.
It was Don King? Is there somebody plays Don King?
Yeah, Don King was her trainer. I had no idea about that, and it was at the same time he was managing Tyson, so he put him on the same bill, so she would be kind of the early card, and Tyson would be at the end of the. So she got a lot of publicity back then.
How come you didn't interview her dog that she had with her too? I'm just joking with you.
So the dog's a big part of the movie.
Oh, really?
Overall.
Okay.
And then she got a new floof that was running around and jumping up on the. The dog is basically her side companion, so the dog was allowed to do whatever the dog wanted while Champ was running around. No one questioned it. It was great.
I love inspirational movies. 2.5 hours. I say the music, the magic is in editing sometimes.
Yes, I think so too. 2.5 hours is a
keeps
commitment.
going.
I think you got to really be willing to sit in the chair and go through that 100% and stick with it.
Very cool. Cool lady though, right? Yeah, she seemed like
very cool lady, very inspirational, super. When you meet her, you get this nice aura. When you meet someone like that, you just get this nice, warm feeling. So
very nice.
Really nice.
Well, thank you, Matt. That's Preview Review. You can watch this and so much more on our website.
Yeah, dailyflashshow.com. Stay with us. More coming up on Daily Flash. We're going to help your home in just a moment.
You're going to love this, y'all. Stick around.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, today's trends, tomorrow's talk.
We are so glad and so happy to have you here on our show.
Yes, we are. And we've got so many local friends across the nation. Matt Doolittle, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, we have 219 affiliates across the country. Beautiful, beautiful affiliates. And, of course, all over the world. Beautiful. On the American Forces Network. Today, we are going to KXMA in Wynot, North Dakota.
Minot.
I'm trying to think.
I've been to Fargo.
Okay, you've been to North Dakota?
No, never before.
I think I've been to North Dakota. I'll have to ask Sharon, our boss. I think we went on a trip one time through North Dakota. I think, and I was like, wow, exciting. Hello, Minot. We're glad to have you here.
Yep.
We're glad to have everybody here on the show.
Isn't it like the furthest northern point in North Dakota? Because I always feel like whenever you see the weather forecasts, Minot is always the coldest point in the U.S.
It's known as the Magic City because of its rapids and overnight growth.
Wait a minute. I thought Orlando was Magic City.
Well, that's just what we call it because of the folks down the street.
We're the City Beautiful.
We're the City Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Thank you there, Maddie.
And billions.
Billions and billions.
Beautiful.
All right. They're at the bottom of your cup holder. They are probably in a big water jug, empty water jug. Coins, more specifically.
Pennies.
Pennies, lots of them, right?
Pennies.
And we know that they're going away. Copper, it costs too much to make these pennies, right? Well, their time might be all up, and the penny might be there. Already, though, folks are preparing for the
end of
chaos
the
at
penny?
the end of the penny. The chaos at the checkout, if you will. So sometimes early 26, they're going to stop making the pennies, and banks right now and retailers already, they're running down. What do we have them for? They're hanging out.
And they cost more to make than they're worth.
Here's the thing, though. It's Halloween. Remember that family used to give out?
Get some pennies.
Bag of pennies.
Bag of pennies.
Now you really want a penny.
Now they're going to be collector's items. Anyway, trade groups are calling on Congress to actually start to clear out rules because basically what's going to happen is everything's going to be $9.95 or 5 instead of 28 cents. It's going to be either 5 or 10. Anyway, so by early 2026, they're gone. Banks are already saying, banks and even places are already rounding up. They're like, look, if you're 328,
you're 330.
And I want to mention something about this. When they ask you, when you're at the gas,
I know what you're going to ask. Yep.
Isn't that aggravating? It's like, would you like to round up for yada yada? What, so that you can donate all this money and it's under your name, that you probably could put all this money into an account and live off the interest? That's what I'm thinking in my mind.
You get the tax write-off?
Yeah, and you get
you get the tax write-off. That's why I don't do it, because I don't know where it's going.
First, it's the tip. Then they want you to do that.
Yeah.
And then one grocery store we go to asks, like, how many bags did you use? None of your business how many bags I had you. Because they want to charge you for the
bags,
plastic bag. And so I make sure, which I kind of go along with that because I bring my own bags for that. But has the penny, have you, I'm starting to see this rounding up thing a little bit more often as a donation.
I haven't seen the rounding up thing as often, but I see where the donation part comes into play. It drives me nuts, though, at the checkout stand, whether you're in a drugstore or one of the home improvement stores, it takes you like an extra 20, 30 seconds to get through the whole process of checkout because you got to answer 20 million questions.
All I want to do is buy your stupid product, okay? Here is good news. Some stores are already rounding those cash purchases down.
Down?
That's nice to see.
Oh, okay.
And to the nearest nickel. Or they'll offer a penny buyback. And they'll give you a free drink for it. It's like, hey, we want some of these pennies. Let's get these pennies out of your hands, so you can get drinks. It doesn't list which stores are doing this, but it's a great idea to get these pennies out of circulation because pretty much they are going to stay at the bottom of our ashtray. They're going to stay at the bottom of the.
I always wonder if I've got that penny that's worth like $500,000 that's missing like the one letter or it's got a buffalo with one eye on the back of it.
I bet you more than likely, if you collect them, you probably have a penny that's worth more than a penny. We have got great stuff coming up. Help My Home, running toilets.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever had one?
Yes, $800 water
Everyone's had one. Our guy Gator has a fix for it, and he's going to show you how to do it. Yes.
We also got Stream for the Weekend. And, of course, what else do we have, Jackson?
Today's Trends, Tomorrow's Talk. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We love having you here.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Time to help your home with a little DIY from some of our favorite home experts. Ever had a running toilet? Maybe the better question is who hasn't. Here's our home improvement guy Gator with 3 easy ways to flush the noise away.
I'm going to show you about 3 ways to fix your running toilet. Anybody can do this. Costs hardly almost nothing. So the first thing you need to do is turn the water off to your toilet, okay? And then flush your toilet and let all the water drain out of your tank. This will be the inside of your tank. And you'll be looking at something like this, okay? Now, 9 out of 10 times, this chain for this flapper is way too long. So when people flush their toilet, this flapper goes up like this, the chain gets hung on the edge, and it closes down like that. And then you have to jiggle your handle 4 or 5 times to get the chain to come out. That's what's going on. So the first thing you need to do is unclip your chain and make sure the chain is the right length, okay? And what you want it to be is something like this. When that thing closes down, That's all the slack you want right there. You don't want it to have a bunch of slack. That's going to cause you problems. Now, if you want to change the flapper, you can just reach down in here and unhook each side just like this. And you can unhook this chain. You can actually take this flapper out. And you'll see this little piece right here that clips on the top. That's how you adjust it. Now all you got to do is just take an extra length like this and just shorten the chain with the clip on the end. Simple. The other way you can do it is you can actually take this clip off of here, okay? And you can just take a little piece of a straw. This is what I like to do all the time. This works great. You slide your straw down here through your chain just like this, okay? And then you put your clip back on and you hook it back up to your flush arm. Now what happens is when you flush the toilet, this chain, the straw is going to float it and it's not going to allow your chain to go up underneath there. It's going to solve all your problems. The other thing you can do is you can get a small piece of a pool noodle and you can slide this down the chain and that will float your chain up here somewhere. They also sell these with little floats on them. Any way you want to do it, that's going to fix your running toilet problem. All right, then. Next!
Some of the best simple fixes. Thank you, Gator. Well, we found this great page on Facebook for vintage home remedies. Here you go.
This was my grandpa's old hack, which is cleaning your gross barbecue with an onion that you cut in half. Not only does it get off all the debris and like literally cleans your disgusting barbecue, but also the next time you cook, it adds a little extra flavor. Joe taught me this hack because he's not just a pretty face. To eliminate freezer burn on your meat, take it out of the package, wrap it in tin foil first, and then wrap it in plastic wrap, label it with a piece of tape, and you'll never have freezer burn again. Did you know you could use unflavored dental floss to cut cakes or soft cheeses? And to decorate a cake or a cookie, take a baggie, cut a little hole, and then fill it with icing and pipe it on to make it look fancy. My grandma taught me this. If you've oversalted your soup or stew, just pop in a peeled potato for about 5 minutes and it absorbs the extra salt.
So here's an idea for a super cute baby shower decor from our friends at The Flipped Piece.
Here's how I created the most beautiful decor for my friend's baby shower. I went to Home Depot and got a foam insulation board and tied a marker to a shoestring to go ahead and mark out this arch and cut it with an X-Acto knife. When I got the shape I liked, I sanded it down. For my primer, I'm using Bonding Boss so my paint will stick to the foam. And for the color, I chose Glacier by Dixie Belle Silk, and it is a stunning neutral. I then went online and created this design and printed it out. I got a Ziploc bag and traced this design onto the bag. Then I got a cardboard box, I cut out a hole, and I taped it to the front. This is how I created a DIY homemade projector to project this image onto the arch. That way I brought it into a dark room, I could trace it, and it turned out so cool. I love it. Then I got tons of neutral silk colors, and I hand painted the design on the board. This was a cowgirl themed baby shower, so I thought this was really cute. I then got some Western stencils and created the sign that said, "Howdy, baby," and I absolutely loved where I was at this point. Then was the fun part, which was decorating it. I brought it to my friend's shower, and I got all these balloons on Amazon and this balloon tape. All you do is blow up the balloons and tie them and insert them to the tape. Then when you get to the design that you like, it starts to look like this. And I just attached it with some string onto the curtain rod, and I leaned the board that I make up against the wall. When I was done, it all came to life, and this is the final result. My friend was so thrilled. She absolutely loved it. I did this all for less than $60.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Moving right along, there's a new study out that reveals new data on the heart health of many Americans. Bayer partner and cardiologist Dr. Jane Morgan, she joins us now with more. Doctor, first, tell us about this study. What does it mean?
You know, Mitch, when we look at this study, it really means that we have behavioral changes that we really can start to do to take our heart seriously. This is really not just a trend. And if our heart is prematurely aging, that means that we're that much closer to mortality. Really, our heart is everything that is driving our body. And so we need to look at those things that are actually putting us at risk. Why is our heart aging so much faster than the rest of our body?
Let's talk about risk factors and aging, how they kind of work side by side.
We should. And when we talk about it, we think about things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, lack of mobility, meaning that we just don't move as much as we used to just in our normal activities of daily living. When we think about things like smoking, reducing your alcohol intake, all of those things are important. And we sort of have been piling these on here in America. And now we see that a woman's heart is aging 4 years faster and men's hearts are aging 7 years faster. That means that your heart is actually older than the date on your birth certificate.
And what is a real easy first step that we all can actually take?
And so when we look at Bayer, a very nice assessment tool, seeyourrisks.com. If you go to that website, you can take an easy 2-minute assessment and get an idea of what your risk is, and then have that conversation with your physician such that you can jumpstart to a healthier life and see if you can start to dial back those advancing years of your heart.
Thanks so much. A reminder, that first step, a simple 2-minute online heart assessment. You can go to seeyourrisk.com. We'll also have this link on our website at dailyflyshow.com/FMI.
It is one of the most anticipated announcements in the automotive world, Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Joining us now to reveal this year's winner is the head of editorial at Motor Trend, Ed Lowe. Hey, Ed.
So we're proud to announce that Motor Trend's 2026 Car of the Year is the Volkswagen Golf family, which includes the VW GTI and VW Golf R. And really, this vehicle absolutely nailed our award's 6 key criteria. It's fun to drive, it's an amazing package, both inside and out, room for 5 passengers, really good cargo space as well, and loaded with technology. Fuel economy is awesome as well. It gets around 27 miles per gallon on the EPA cycle. And if you want performance, the Golf R has 328 horsepower, just an absolute joy to drive, which is why the Golf family is Motor Trend's 2026 Car of the Year. This year we had 19 vehicles that we put against our 6 key criteria. That includes value, safety, fuel efficiency, engineering excellence, advancement in design, and a criteria we call performance of intended function. And for more information on our 2026 Car of the Year, you can go to motortrend.com.
Thank you there, Ed. Well, look at your calendar. Medicare annual enrollment period. It runs now through December 7th. We got some great Medicare Advantage 411 with Dr. Kortnitzer. Doctor, give us the basics about Medicare Advantage. What is it and who's eligible?
Sure. Medicare Advantage is for people who are eligible for Medicare, and it's a total health program that really seeks to address things that we know are important to seniors. So think, cap on out-of-pocket spending, potential medication coverage. At Aetna, we have every single plan includes hearing, vision, dental benefits, things that we know are really, really important to seniors, along with other benefits that we know are meaningful. Things like flex cards to help with healthy groceries or over-the-counter items, and access to recreational health facilities, et cetera. So really engaged healthcare.
Okay, well, how does Medicare Advantage actually support an individual's, say, total health?
Sure. So think about the things that are really meaningful to seniors. So access to annual physicals without copays, screening tests to keep them healthy. So breast cancer, colon cancer, diabetic eye exams, silver sneakers programs so they can go to facilities, to stay healthy and active, mental well-being programs, whether they're yoga or others that help with memory and engagement, and then very specific programs for individuals, whether those are people with chronic conditions like diabetes or heart failure or other issues that really need that extra level of attention.
Folks want more info? Where do they need to go?
Sure. They can go to medicare.gov. There they can put in their zip code and see what are the eligible plans in their area. There's also a phone number there that they can use. If they're interested in the Aetna programs, they can come to the Aetna Medicare website, and also there they'll have resources, checklists, et cetera, where they can understand the different benefits, doctors, medications that are covered in the various programs as well.
You got it, Doc. Thanks so much. We'll post this info on our website, dailyflashshow.com/FMI.
Are you looking to change health plans during open enrollment? Well, here's some helpful information you need to know.
In the know. Now through December 7th is the Medicare annual enrollment period, when eligible individuals can change their plans.
Shopping around is key, as the average person has over 40 Medicare Advantage plans to choose from. Some people let their coverage renew automatically, but comparing options can potentially save individuals $1,000 or more per year, including over $800 on prescription medications alone.
Go to ehealth.com or call 1-800-EHEALTH, TTY 711.
And no, Jackson, no, we are not done with this show.
No, we're not.
We got so much up our sleeves. You don't want to miss out on that.
Streaming for the weekend is coming up.
This is great. This tells you pretty much how to plan out your weekend,
Yes.
what you can binge. We got that coming up. But of course, more of today's trends and tomorrow's topic.
Yeah, and our website, dailyflashshow.com. Miss a minute, you miss a lot.
Hey, let's find out what you need to be binge watching this week. It's Streaming for the Weekend. Jackson, what do you got?
Ooh, I found a new one on Apple.
all right.
The Last Frontier. Take a look.
I need to know what happened up there.
We diverted and made an unscheduled pickup. They said he was high priority. He was hooded, restrained. They called him Havelock.
Oh, it's so good.
Is this Con Air? What is it?
It's kind of like Con Air-ish, but it's a thriller. It takes place in Alaska. You got to check it out.
Does the lead character have a really bad Alabama accent?
And a bunny that he's going after the whole time.
No.
And a bunny.
And a bunny.
Give me back the bunny.
Yeah, the bunny.
The bunny. That was my favorite part of that whole thing. All right, well, my pick for this weekend is now streaming on Netflix, and it's the comedy Bad Shabu.
Your parents are good on Shabbos.
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't want them to freak out.
They're not gonna freak out.
Hi, Gary.
You guys ready for tonight?
How do you know about that?
Your dad was here earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of these movies where you got, two cultures coming together, and it's just one-liner after one-liner, and a lot of it takes place around a dinner table. Really fun.
You know what I noticed this time of year? You'll start seeing more family. Well, it looks like this is even a holiday movie because this is the time of year. So family movies, that sort of thing, or dynamics, if you will. Cool, thanks, Matt. Well, he gave us joy on screen, all while quietly searching for it on camera. My pick is the Prime doc, I Like Me, the John Candy story.
Who are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Walensky, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're gonna smile. He was amazingly funny.
First, I want to tell you, if you're a guy and you don't want nobody to see you crying, don't watch this with
That's
anybody
what I've
else.
heard. I'm waiting for my wife's going out of town this week, so I'm going to check it out.
You cry by yourself.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks' son, Colin Hanks, directed this. Bill Murray, Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd, Mel Brooks, Bill Murray, so much more. Here's what's fun about it, is Bill Murray, he even says in it, he goes, there's nothing bad about John Candy. So documentaries are supposed to show the bad side of people too, and so he just kind of made up. He's like, he's a bad man. He was, he did a bunch of bad stuff. But because a equal documentary needs that, but here's a guy that was so nice to everybody.
And how old was he when
34.
Wow.
Macaulay Culkin is now older than John Candy was. If you watch Uncle Buck, y'all have a good weekend. Bye bye.